J&K is in a state of flux. The BJP-PDP government has fallen. The state is under governor's rule. No one knows when the next election will be held. But that doesn't mean that political parties will not already be preparing ground for when it does happen, which is perhaps how we should see two statements made by two Congress leaders over the last 2 days. Statements that significantly have got a ringing endorsement from none other than the Lashkar-e-Toiba.
Kashmiris want independence, yes.
Senior congressman in Kashmir is towing the separatist line, declaring that it's the Musharraf formula that will work in Kashmir and not the strategy of the Indian government.
Read Musharraf thoroughly. What did he say? So the solution is retain the identities, that Pakistan will not barter away its identity as a country. It will remain sovereign country. India will remain some sovereign country. People of Jammu and Kashmir will get what you call a dignified peace.
The Congress is rushing to control the damage, distancing itself from its leader. They feel that this is only an attempt by Sols to grab the limelight and help his upcoming book sales.
It's definitely ridiculous and totally baseless. Kashmir is an integral part of India and no one can take away, and the people of Jammu Kashmir, they want to be part of India.
But the Sols fire is not the only one that the Congress is fighting. Embarrassment number 2 came from former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Ghulam Nabi Azad when he declared that the resumption of army's operations would result in a massacre of civilians.
Sometimes while killing the militants in thick population, the civilians also get massacres.
The BJP has now taken the opportunity to declare that the Congress leaders are hand in glove with India's enemies like Hafiz Saeed.
कांग्रेस का हाथ आतंकवादियों के साथ, कांग्रेस का हाथ पाकिस्तान वालों के साथ, कांग्रेस का हाथ जैश मोहम्मद, हिजबुल मुजाहिदीन और लश्कर-ए-तोयबा के साथ. आने वाले दिनों में ये लश्कर-ए-तोयबा और हिजबुल मुजाहिदीन और जैश मोहम्मद जैसे आतंकी संगठनों के साथ भी ये कांग्रेस के लोग महागठबंधन कर सकते हैं.
कांग्रेस में जो गुफ्तगू हुई है, कांग्रेस ने की है, बीजेपी से कहा है कि भाई आप पाकिस्तान पर इल्जामात मत दो, आप अपने घर को देखो. जो कुछ तुम कर रहे हो कश्मीर के अंदर, इतना जुल्म तुमने ढाया, उनके हुकूक तुमने गसब किए हैं, जो तुम कर रहे हो और पाकिस्तान की तरफ इल्जाम दे के तो आप इस मसले को हल तो नहीं कर सकते.
श्री गुलाम नबी आजाद नेता प्रतिपक्ष ने भी यही बात दोहराई थी. एक चिंता जो इस देश के हर नागरिक को होनी चाहिए कि हर बार जब कोई मिलिट्री एक्शन हो तो उसमें मिनिमम सिविलियन कैजुअलिटीज हों. इसमें गलत क्या है?
I mean, this is absolutely astonishing. This is demeaning. Congress party, in fact, should explain this. Mr. Rahul Gandhi should come out. He should see to it that action is taken against both Mr. Salman Soz as well as Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad.
Just days after the BJP-PDP split in Jammu and Kashmir, as the state stares at uncertainty, are statements backing partition, separatism and defaming the army helping Jammu and Kashmir? Is this how the Congress hopes to recover lost ground in the paradise on earth? With Supriya and Parveena in Delhi and Sunil in Jammu, Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, joining me right now, let me introduce my political panel. First, I have with me Priyanka Chaturvedi, National Spokesperson of the Congress. I have Narendra Taneja of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Sameer Kaul of the National Conference, and with me in the studio is Lieutenant General Sanjay Kulkarni, defense expert. I want to start by asking you, Priyanka Chaturvedi, just because you know that now elections are on the horizon, sooner rather than later, you think that taking this hawkish position, running down the army, calling them people who massacre civilians, plugging the Azadi formula is going to help you replace the PDP?
I think you all have misunderstood what he was saying. He very categorically said that when such operations take place, militant operations that take place, the collateral damage is our civilians, and it is a fact. Ever since 2014, we have seen under these operations and especially the cross-border violations, how many civilians have lost their lives. So as a former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, as someone who has worked towards building consensus and having peace in Kashmir and ensuring that Kashmir went through a growth trajectory, he has only expressed his concern. I do not see why the statement is being twisted the way it is. The second thing, when we
I would just like to reiterate here, because there could be confusion among the viewers.
No, the question.
Let me repeat.
Please allow me to complete.
Because you've said that we've misunderstood. Let me again repeat verbatim what Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad has said. He says, and I quote, "They take action against 4 terrorists and kill 20 civilians. Their action is more against civilians than terrorists. For instance, they killed 13 civilians in Pulwama and just 1 terrorist." They did not kill civilians, ma'am. They went there for anti-terror operations. And there were people who were overground workers. If at all there were any civilians targeted, that's the only time that they are in the crossfire.
So were there no Padmaja, were they not a part of the collateral damage? Did we lose them or did we not lose them? Is that incorrect? If I say 13 civilians lost their life in that terror attack by the army,
ma'am,
would that be incorrect to say?
Ma'am, what would you do if there was someone who was pelting stones and hampering operations, or was an informant and overground worker, was deliberately coming in the way of an army operation?
Are civilians?
It's not as if someone was pulled out of their bed, ma'am, and shot dead, because that essentially is what a massacre is. When you say that the army is massacring civilians, that's what it means.
Padmaja, please, I'm sorry. Please, Padmaja, you've just quoted one part of his, statement. Let's talk about the massacre bit. I will talk about both. I'm not hesitating to not argue about both. But my question to you is, did our 13 civilians die or did they not die? Maybe the way he put it was not the right way to put it, but wasn't he talking in the larger interest of our civilians and ensuring that collateral damage is minimal?
Because there is a belief, this is not a coincidence, so maybe, and it's not a belief I hold, that this is intentionally spoken when you say the BJP is planning a massacre. You are indicating that the army and the police and the CRPF are handmaidens of the BJP, and at their behest they are carrying out, quote unquote, a massacre. All of these words verbatim of Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad.
Okay, so now once you allow me to speak, I'll definitely speak. Yes, you've given me verbatim what he has spoken, but the question that was asked of him is that would this be an entire political all-out scenario that BJP will unleash in Kashmir? Was that the question asked of him or wasn't that the question asked of him?
Yes.
So this was his response to the question asked of him. So I do not believe that what he was saying was that the army, the police, the CRPF would conduct this entire massacre. What he said was there is going to be massacre if BJP follows the plan that you are mentioning, the plan that you're talking about, a political all-out and going all-out in Kashmir to maintain peace. He was talking about the masculine policy that BJP keeps thumping its chest over. So this is what he was speaking about. It's unfortunate that the question is being missed only on the basis of the statement that he has made. We must also put the answer in context to the question asked of him.
Okay, so we are misunderstanding and misrepresenting something that has only been said in the larger interest of the people, Narendra Taneja.
No, you are not.
Then why are you holding press conferences and demanding answers from Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi?
I'm only requesting you to put it in context to the question
now
asked
allow
of him.
others to speak.
Okay, I'm glad you did that. Narendra Taneja, I hope all your feelings...
Priyanka ji, allow others to speak. Don't monopolize the debate.
No, she's asking me the... No, I'm sorry.
No,
you said something about Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi.
You have contextualized everything.
Repeat that question.
And that should be enough for you, Narendra Taneja.
No, you had some question about Rahul Gandhi ji and Sonia Gandhi ji. I'd be happy to answer it. I'd be happy to answer it. You cannot accuse my party leaders and not giving me a chance to answer.
You've had unadulterated
there are other guests too in the debate.
You have asked me a question.
Allow others to
Narendra Taneja. No, the question is for Narendra Taneja.
Which is very good. You asked me a question, then you'll have to allow me to answer the question that you asked of me with regards to my party leader.
Stop first.
Narendra Taneja.
You've been speaking the last 10 minutes. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. You see, the point is that, Mr. Soos and
I thought
Mr.
because the
Ghulam
questions
Nabi
were being
Azad,
asked of me. I don't remember
they are two
speaking
the
over
most
you, sir.
important leaders of the Congress party. Can I speak now, Priyanka ji? Okay. You see, Mr. Soos and Mr. Ghulam Nabi, they are the architects of Congress party's Kashmir policy. They are the architects. They're very senior leaders. Members of working committee, former cabinet minister, Mr. Azad, chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir, before and all that. Now, if they speak what they speak, that is the official stand of Congress party on Kashmir. That's what it is. Now, why are you trying to defend something which you can't defend? The fact is, this is Kashmir's policy and instead of on Kashmir of Indian National Congress. And now this is exactly the language that is the language and the approach of Lashkar-e-Taiba, of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, of Hafiz Saeed. So there is no difference now between Hafiz Saeed, Lashkar-e-Taiba, Congress party. It's the same, they speak the same language. They all want independence of Kashmir. Now the question is that, Priyanka ji, 1.30 billion Indians won't let you succeed. They will not let you succeed. You can't take away Kashmir from India, Priyanka ji. You can't do that. Try your best. Try your best. Is that your national agenda now? You want independence of Kashmir. That's what the Congress wants. These are not ordinary people. You can't defend them. They are the architects of your Kashmir policy. If you are saying we are wrong, throw them out of the party. Throw them out. Now.
And because
otherwise,
Priyanka Chaturvedi,
you are on the same page.
You
are working
really
for the independence of
Mr.
and we
Azad
won't let this happen, Priyanka ji. You try your best. You try your best. 1.30 billion Indians won't let you do it.
Priyanka
No
Chaturvedi.
Indian will allow you to do that, Priyanka ji. Your mission of independence Kashmir will never succeed.
Okay, let her quickly respond.
That's your
and then
mission.
I
We
need to
know
bring
that.
in the
That's
other
your
panelists.
mission.
Priyanka
They are the
Chaturvedi.
architects of your Kashmir policy.
I shouldn't be accused of not giving him time to speak. That's why I maintained my silence. I'd rather maintain my dignity than come up with a whole set of lies that Mr. Taneja from the BJP was speaking. With regards to taking action and seeking accountability,
those who
I
talk
think,
of independence of
with
Kashmir,
regards to Manish
and you are
Shankar
talking of
Iyer,
dignity, you are insulting the dignity of India, dignity of our armed forces, and you come here and talk and defend those people. How can you defend those people who are insulting our armed forces? How can you defend them?
You know, it is no one's
It's a shame
case.
you're trying to defend them.
The
How can
other
you
part
defend
of
calling
this is,
our armed forces
and I want to
that
bring
they are
in,
committing
I want to bring
massacre?
in Lieutenant General
Explain what
Sanjay
is
Kulkarni
massacre.
on this.
What is massacre?
General
What do
Kulkarni,
you mean by massacre?
do you think
No,
that
I haven't
this
been given a
movement
chance to
Shame on
rebut
Congress party.
his lies. I am
considered
sorry,
one
Padmaja.
because it's
Padmaja, I
playing
have been
into
very
a
patiently
larger
listening
plan.
to his lies.
You have,
or a
well,
narrative
we
that
have
the
heard
Congress
Lashkar-e-Taiba.
wants
You have the
to
same,
make
you
for
have the
that
same shit like
opposition at once.
Lashkar-e-Taiba. We have heard Lashkar-e-Taiba.
I'll put it this way.
He speaks about
You and
Congress supporting
Lashkar-e-Taiba.
Let me
independent
just
Kashmir.
comment, please.
I want to know from you, Mr. Taneja, have you taken action against Ram Madhav? Have
Yes,
you taken
you are
action
doing
against
that.
Narendra
Your
Modi,
leaders
who
are
invites
doing that.
ISI to,
You are doing that.
survey the Pathankot
Okay.
airbase? Have you
No,
taken
talk
action
about-
against Prime Minister
you know
when
what
he heads
is-
to Pakistan without an
Mr.
invitation?
Saifuddin
Have you
Sood,
taken
what did he
action
say?
against the
The
National
entire world
Security
has won
Advisor
that.
who
Mr.
handed
Ghulam
over
Nabi Azad is
three
calling
dreaded
our
terrorists
armed
to
forces are indulging in
Pakistan? You're
massacre.
talking about independent
You must not
Kashmir.
politicize.
You are the people who are pushing the people of Kashmir away from India. Your policies, or rather your misgovernance in Kashmir for past 3.5
will
years
never
has
succeed
led
that.
to this.
I
You
think
will
that
never
I
succeed.
think
Otherwise,
even have sensitive Can I please have both the faders turned down, because General Kulkarni has another perspective to give of why the Congress leaders are saying what they are. General Kulkarni, is there a massacre planned? Is there a massacre happening? Is the army going out like some kind of hit force to kill civilians by the dozens in exchange for like a couple of terrorists?
I would put it this way. Firstly, we must not politicize Kashmir. The very fact that these parties are arguing with one another on an issue which by no means Kashmir must be politicized. We must be all on the same page. That's the first thing. Secondly, having said that, if you see the figures of 2017, we killed 225 militants. We lost 75 security personnel and we lost only 50 civilians. So this statement coming from a person who was the chief minister of Kashmir earlier to say that the army is doing this, I think he was totally wrong, and nobody, I would say nobody should support him, because army have their own rules of engagement. We always keep in mind the human rights issue. We know they're our own countrymen. we are only knocking off the militants. But should these overground workers who are trying to come in support of the militants and come in front of the firing which is going on, and if they die, they have died to ensure that those militants run away. So it would be incorrect to make such a statement, and I think politicizing the Kashmir issue, politicizing or trying to bring in the army, it is something which is uncalled for, not done, and definitely it's...
Priyanka, statistics are flawed, so is your logic.
Everything's perhaps flawed as far as the debate is concerned, and I find it extremely unfortunate that the BJP spokesperson gets away with a whole bunch of lies about us supporting independent Kashmir. In fact, if anybody in this country has fought for India's independence, India's integrity, integrating all the various states into India and making it a federal nation,
the question that General Kulkarni,
unfortunately,
not a politician, has asked of you.
Unfortunately, BJP will never understand the history of the context of Kashmir. I will know. Listen, you know, Padmaja, the one Padmaja, here's my point. Padmaja,
we are talking
you
of
cannot
these two
allow me.
leaders today,
You know,
Mr. Soos
no, Padmaja,
and Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad.
You are interrupting while I talk.
Why are you defending these two persons? That's the question. We are discussing the statement today. We are not
you have Mr. Kulkarni. I can answer Mr. Kulkarni once I've answered you. I've answered Narendra.
Why are you defending them this evening?
Answer General Kulkarni. Answer General Kulkarni. Don't answer me. Just answer specifically his question. Where did Mr. Azad get the 4 civilians for 1 terrorist kill ratio?
I will first answer the whole rubbish coming from the BJP spokesperson. I don't know if he actually reads or if he actually follows what the Congress party had to say as far as Saifuddin Soos is concerned, where we have categorically said Kashmir is an integral part of India.
Are you calling rubbish?
Debate, any discussion
Mr.
something like that.
Are you saying
and
Mr. Soos didn't make that
outrightly
statement?
rejected it.
Okay,
now,
Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad didn't make that statement.
Okay, how many people have you taken action against as far as Kashmir is concerned, as far as
why are you defending the people who are calling for independence of Kashmir?
How much action did you take against those people who stood with the accused of an 8-year-old gang
defending a person who is calling about the same thing. Why are you defending them? Why did you come to defend them?
Is this a case of using me fair or foul to position yourself politically? Is that what the Congress is doing? Your assessment?
I can't hear you.
My question is, Mr. Soos and before that Ghulam Nabi Azad, is this a case of the Congress using any means to position itself as an alternative to the PDP in Kashmir?
To be very frank with you, my personal opinion first and then the party's opinion. My personal opinion that Mr. Saifuddin Soos and Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad are very experienced, serious congressmen who have taken charge of the Kashmir portfolio for the International Congress for a long, long time. I think at the back of their mind they're very, very perturbed about the extremely high levels of alienation in the state today. And what the statements they came out with are basically can be referred as inarticulate or maybe misarticulation. But at the back of their mind, what's troubling them is the fact that today almost a level of sub-nationalism exists in the state. The second point, may I respectfully but very firmly caution both the leading national parties, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Indian National Congress, not to use Kashmir, continue to use Kashmir as a sort of a playground to score brownie points, political brownie points at each other. The situation today does not demand that, and I would go with General Kulkarni, who said, rise above all this. You know, we have to get the place back to normal. We have to engage the people. We have to talk peace with the people, because that's what these statements come out of. Agreed, the statements were, you know, they were not properly articulated, and there are any number of interpretations now and people fighting with these interpretations. But the truth is, all of us have to get together, rise above political, you know, brownie points and scoring over each other, and talk to the people, embrace them, get them back to the levels that they were for years and years and years. till it's sort of gone down on a sliding scale.
Well, political
That's all I
messaging
have
by
to say.
political parties, it's but natural. But when it comes on the back of misrepresentation, especially when it is deliberate, that is something truly tragic. We're hoping that at a time when the state is anyway in flux, we will at least see this stopping. In the light of that, of course, Saifuddin Soz, the Congress has distanced itself from him. But what about Mr. Azad? We leave it for the Congress to think about it. For the time being, thank you very much, all gentlemen, and Priyanka Chaturvedi for joining us in the People's Court, and to the viewers for tuning in.